Hi, I'm Graham and I've been teaching A-level design courses since 1992. I've got a degree in three-dimensional design and a postgraduate certificate in teaching. I've worked as a secondary school teacher, overseas teacher and trainer, and I've taught at Alton College since 1998. I also undertake freelance CAD work. I'm going to talk about the three-dimensional design course and show you some images of the workspace and some previous projects. Thank you.
This is the main teaching room. We've got a range of equipment, including some one-year-old Dell Core i5 PCs, running software, 2D design tools, AutoCAD, SketchUp, Fusion 360, and SkySieve, online simulation software. We use Moodle, VLE, but also Google Classroom and email for communication. We've got quite a lot of CAD CAM equipment in this room and accompanying rooms. 3D printers, CNC routers, CNC milling machines, plasma cutter, vinyl cutter, and laser cutters. We've got small groups of students, maximum 20, and they attend 2 half-day sessions a week, one in the morning, one in the afternoon. One of the sessions is a knowledge-based lesson with a strong emphasis on independent learning, but combined with practical demonstrations and activities to help make information memorable. The other lesson is a project lesson, and there's a time for students to practice the many skills required to be a successful designer. For example, communicating ideas, modelling, developing and defining solutions, prototyping and testing outcomes. Students work on product, interior or architectural projects, either one-to-one in resistant materials or scale models in paperboard or foam-based materials. Their products are then presented in digital portfolios, Microsoft Word or PowerPoint. It's really a design rather than manufacturing course, so making is about 15%. Additional workshop time above and beyond the lessons are also available by booking slots in term 2. You'll need to be a multidisciplinary worker, creative, practical and technical, with really good commitment and organisation to get the highest grades. But there's a 100% pass rate with a 2-year average of 60% A to C grades. Got some really strong links with maths, engineering and physics, but there's also some content shared with geography and business studies. There's approximately 1 in 4 female students. Every year a design student has won an £800 scholarship for excellence in engineering and design. There's also a yearly design award. Students who do go on to study design-based course at university will find they're well prepared with technical and creative experience and understanding.
Hi, I'm Crystal. I'm an ex-student from Alton College and I studied A-level design and have now completed my first year at UCA studying BA Interior Architecture and Design. I've achieved high grades just my first year at uni, which I can definitely accredit to my time studying design at Alton. The staff are very supportive and assist when extra help and time is needed, especially when it comes to the final year projects. My final project was an adjustable compact desk for students. The course is fairly challenging, which I feel is important if you're considering a design path in the future. And overall, I really enjoyed this course and it's been really useful for me at uni.
For further information, please look at the website, but if you've got any questions, then email me at graham.knight@alton.hsdc.ac.uk. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Fiona and I'm the head of chemistry here and I also am the head of applied science. So we offer a vocational course in applied science. That is the Cambridge Technical Level 3 Extended Certificate. That's a 2-year course and it is partially examined and partially on coursework. So this is new for 2020. We'll be starting in September 2020. It is taking over from the previous BTEC Applied Science course, which is no longer running. So you'll be taught in our specialist BTEC and CTEC lab. You are taught for 2 lessons a week, 2.5 hours per lesson. The teaching style will vary, so we have teacher-led sessions, question and answers, quizzes, practice questions, etc. There are 3 modules, Unit 1 and Unit 2 you will do in the first year. Those are both examined and the exams are in January and in June. And then in the second year you do 3 other modules and that will be project based. So we will be focusing on the use of microbiology to produce a product. And you will learn about the design of the lab, you will learn about health and safety in terms of producing new products, you will learn about health and safety with aseptic techniques in microbiology, and then you will lead up to producing your own product. And the final unit there is actually testing your product. As if it was going to go to market, what sort of scientific testing would you have to do?
Hello, I'm Dr. Libby Smith and I'm going to be telling you about A-level biology at Alton. So it's a great place to learn biology. We've got very spacious labs and we've got a nice science work area outside where you can work independently but still have access to your teachers for help. What do you learn in A-level biology? Well, we follow on a lot from what you've learned at GCSE. So that includes chemistry. So we look at lots of biologically important molecules, proteins, carbohydrates, DNA and fats. And of course, we do lots of biology too. So we look at things you're familiar with enzymes, mitosis, heart, how it beats, lungs, immunology, all of those you'll have covered at GCSE, but we go into them in a lot more detail. So how is it different to A-level? Well, there's less factual recall and instead more data analysis. So you'll be familiar with what's happening with the COVID-19. The scientists don't know the facts at the moment, but they're collecting data. And it's from that data that they're trying to work out the facts. And that's what you will be doing at A-level. So 10% of the course is based on maths and 15% of the questions on the exam paper are based on the practicals you will cover during the course. Why do biology at Alton? Well, we have outstanding results. So in 2019, our students, all of them passed, and over half of them, 54%, got A stars to A, which were fantastic results. We have longer lessons at Alton. So our lessons are 2.5-hour lessons, and you have 2 of those each week. And that gives you plenty of time to learn the theory, do the practical in the lesson, collect your data, tabulate it, draw a graph and come to your conclusions. So that also gives us plenty of time as teachers to observe you as you're doing practical work, because you'll also continually assess to obtain a pass in your practical competency as well as getting a grade at the end of the course. We teach using study packs and the associated PowerPoints that we've designed ourselves, and those are designed so you don't have to do too much writing. But again, we try not to give you facts. We try to prompt you with questions to stimulate you to think. And then we give you lots of past paper questions so you can practice your exam skills too. We also like you to talk to each other a lot, to discuss what's going on, to consolidate your learning in small groups using card sorts, crossword puzzles, and of course, there's always Kahoots too. What do you need to do biology? Well, you need 2 6s or above in your science GCSEs. Doesn't matter if you've done double science or if you've done separate biology and chemistry. You'll also need a maths grade at grade 6 too, because of the mathematical element of the course. And it's not just about teaching to the A-level specification. We have visiting speakers coming to talk to you about careers. We have trips perhaps to the local university to do experiments in university laboratories, or we also do every 2 years a marine biology trip. So you learn to dive in the Caribbean and do some conservation work. And we also have competitions such as the Biology Olympiad. We also really support you if you want to apply for competitive courses like medicine, like dentistry, like veterinary science, and we will support you with your personal statement and your application and give you mock interviews as well. Anybody who's struggling a bit with their biology will also be well supported by our extra lessons and our peer mentoring scheme. So hopefully that's told you what you need to know about biology. We think it's a fascinating and truly important subject, and we look forward to teaching you biology at Alton.
Hi, my name's Fiona. I'm Head of Chemistry here at Alton College, and this is being filmed in one of the chemistry labs that you will be studying in. So the course that we teach is A-level chemistry, that is OCR syllabus A chemistry, We have 2 labs, mirror images of each other, so you'll be taught in one or the other. You will have 2 lessons a week, 2.5 hours per lesson. There are 3 chemistry teachers, all very experienced at teaching chemistry and all very experienced at progressing onwards with your chemistry A-level. What will you study at A-level chemistry? It's obviously a progression on from GCSE. We try very hard to make it as realistic to the everyday life as we can. So for example, you'll study polymers and you'll look at why polymers can be made to dissolve, or how you can make a breathable waterproof fabric, things like that, and how you can blend petrol, allowing for different times of the year. It's a mixture of teacher-led learning or question and answer sessions, obviously as much practical as we can possibly do. We have lots of independent work for you to do, either on Google Classroom or on our virtual learning environment. And we will expect you to utilise our self-study packs. They give you an idea of the topic that's coming up before you actually get to do it. That will be part of your homework. How large are our classes? Between 19 and 22, it varies year on year really. Other things people ask me are, will I have to buy a textbook? The answer is no. We subscribe to an online textbook, so you'll all have access to that. There's no need to purchase. If you wish to, you can. Some people do, but you don't have to. Enrichment activities that we offer, it varies year on year, but we have very strong links with Southampton University Chemistry Department. So we offer students a chance to go down there every year and work in their undergraduate labs on a twilight practical session. We also offer the chance for students to go down in the summer holidays and shadow PhD students down at Southampton. We have good links with Reading University and Guildford University and lots of other outreach organisations such as Nuffield bursaries and things like that that we encourage our students to get involved in. Our pass rates, clearly these are 2019 data. For A-level, 100% pass rate and getting on for 60% A stars to Bs, so very nice results. So other enrichment activities we offer to our students. We're very keen on the Aspire programme, and in fact one of the chemistry teachers is one of the coordinators for the Aspire programme. We also are very experienced at UCAS applications, and we have a dedicated Oxbridge tutor in the department to take you through everything from your personal statement to your application to practice interviews. We also offer practice interviews for our potential medics and vets. We encourage all our students in the first year to try the Cambridge Chemistry Challenge, and also in the second year to have a go at the International Chemistry Olympiad.
All the big challenges the world is facing need people with an understanding of physics to get involved and make change happen. Physics gives you the skills to engage with complex problems, to solve them and make a difference in the world. Physics is the only subject that looks at everything from the tiniest subatomic particles to the whole universe, past, present and future. Some topics are the same as GCSE, but studied in a lot more depth. Other topics will be new, such as particle physics, cosmology and medical physics. More important than the information you will learn are the skills you will gain. A-level physics is a highly prized A-level that develops a lot of transferable skills. Skills such as problem solving, numeracy, teamwork, creativity and practical skills. learning to think like a physicist will help you to get to the root of any problem and draw connections that aren't obvious to others. Physics A-level students have gone on to a wide range of study and work, investigating space, work in medicine, engineering, architecture, accountancy, business, visual effects, computer game design, computer science, software engineering, solar energy, journalism, gadget design, research. The list is endless. Well, excellent resources, 2 fully equipped labs with data logging equipment, desktop computers for all students, fully qualified physics graduate teachers, good results across the college, 76% grades A star to C and 39% higher grades. So what do you need to get onto the course? Well, a minimum of grade 6 in physics GCSE and 1 other science, or 6 and a 6 in double science GCSE, minimum grade 6 in maths GCSE. You do not need to take A-level maths. So, at the end of the 2-year course, you'll have 3 exams, and during the 2 years, your teacher will make observations of you completing practical work, and this teacher-assessed practical endorsement part of the course is reported separately to the A-level grade as a simple pass or fail. You can visit CERN in Switzerland, enter physics and engineering competitions, visit local university open days and science and engineering shows. Any questions, please email the college at this address.
Hello and welcome to Environmental Science A-Level here at Alton HSDC. I'd like to introduce myself. I'm Fiona Webb. I'm Geography Course Leader and Learning Manager, and I specialise in teaching sustainability issues, energy resources, climate change, mitigation and ecology. I'd like to also introduce you to my colleagues, Dr. Leslie Brewer, who is Course Leader for Applied Science, Lecturer in Physical Geography and Chemistry, Examiner for OCR, with previous industrial experience in mineral resources. My other colleague, Leslie Newell, is Environmental Science Course Leader and has been for many years, Examiner for AQA, and done moderation for environmental and land-based courses for AQA across the south of England, visiting colleges and schools running environmental courses. I'd like to draw your attention to our suite of large modern classrooms and specialist purpose-built laboratories, fully equipped with Google Chromebooks. Again, you'll see more of that later. I'd like to also talk to you about this A-level, and it covers key aspects of geography, biology and chemistry. But looking forward to career opportunities, it sits very well with law, politics, philosophy and ethics and engineering. So a combination of courses are possible alongside this A-level. What GCSE grades do you need to study this course? 5 GCSEs at grade 4 or above, including English, and one of the following. If you're studying separate sciences, GCSE grades 655 in any 2 sciences and maths, or if you're studying combined sciences, then GCSE grades 655 in combined sciences and maths. What will I study and how will I be assessed? Well, we separate very clearly, logically, into year 1 and year 2. You have 2 papers to sit at the end, the living environment and the physical environment. So the living environment is very much about wildlife conservation, habitat management, with investigations in the UK, opportunities for coral reef research, mangroves, Antarctica and the rainforests. Leading into year 2, looking at this important topic of sustainability, big topic, biological resources and research methods. The second paper, the physical environment, is about how humans exploit and manage our physical resources to provide higher material living standards. And we particularly focus on pollution, energy resources, and again, research methods. This culminates at the end of the 2-year period with 2 papers, paper 1, the physical environment, paper 2, the living environment, both 3 hours, 120 marks for each, both 50% of the A-level. I might add, alongside this, fieldwork is very much part of this A-level, and we're required a minimum of 2 A-levels, 2 days of fieldwork for this A-level. We tend to do more than that, but there's a minimum requirement of 2 days. A typical day in our classroom, obviously we expect you to arrive prepared with pre-work done, files ready. We'll support you all the way. We have lecture style lessons, group work, discussions, research, data analysis, lab investigations, and as I just said, field work and field trips. Our classes, our lessons are 2.5 hours long, but this is wonderful. This allows us to really delve into topics and really get students into the higher order thinking skills throughout the lesson. In the classroom, we've got modern facilities which provide a positive educational environment and a wide range of teaching methods which cater for all learning styles. We have relevant practical work which helps develop a better understanding of the principles taught in lessons, and students benefit from experienced teachers helping them to develop key skills. Beyond the classroom, as I said, really important, and we investigate the surrounding countryside and urban environments on field trips, both here, locally in the UK and overseas. Trips have proved inspirational for students aspiring to careers in environmental sciences. So here are some examples. We visit, and we've got good links for the Energy Centre powering Queen Elizabeth Olympic Park in East London. We've got our local advanced energy recovery facility in Alton, which we visit and we've got good links with. And we've got the South Downs National Park on our doorstep. So we've got field studies of wildlife populations and geology at Selborne, in addition to the South Downs National Park. And we also have opportunities to visit Cuba and study the coral reefs and mangroves there. So lots of opportunities. If you're chasing that high grade or want to pursue a degree in environmental science or a career, we've got stretch and challenge opportunities. So we've got examples from extended project qualification, and here are some titles here that you'll be interested to look at. What physical and human impacts would fracking have on the UK? To what extent do wildlife corridors mitigate the effects of habitat fragmentation in urban areas whilst facilitating recreational activities? And how about becoming the environmental officer on our student union here at the Alton campus? Several environmental science students in the past have held this position, so lots to think about there beyond the classroom. And finally, I must end with environmental careers. Lots of opportunities out there now, and I think we're going to see more and more opportunities within this field. So do take a look about the opportunities available. You might not know what your end goal is with regards to your future career, but some of these opportunities are really very inspiring. So thank you for listening. If you have any more questions or queries, then please don't hesitate to get in touch with myself, Fiona Webb, or either of my colleagues, Leslie Brewer or Leslie Newell. We'd be only too happy to help. We look forward to welcoming you hopefully next September. And thank you for listening, and good luck with your studies.
Hello, I'm Dr. Libby Smith, and I'm going to be talking to you in this video about our brand new course that's going to be starting at HSDC Alton in September 2021, and that is the Medical Science Applied Diploma course. So in a nutshell, this course will teach you about health and how that health can be maintained, and it will also be looking at disease, the prevention and treatment of diseases. So what topics will we be teaching you about, and what topics will you be learning? So for the first year, the first 3 topics are human health and disease, physiological measurements, and medical science research methods. You then will go on into the second year of the course, and the 3 topics there are medicines and treatment of disease, clinical laboratory techniques, and you will do a medical case study of a particular disease. So what careers could this course lead you on to do? Well, we've seen with the coronavirus COVID-19 pandemic, people out taking samples from patients. So this could lead you on to a career doing something similar with other diseases, getting samples, dealing with patients, taking measurements or samples. You could also be working in a laboratory because those samples need to be tested, and you could be the person doing the clinical testing, identifying the infections, finding what kind of pathogen is causing that infection, and then sending those results back so the doctors know how to treat the patients. So we've seen in the pandemic how vitally important these tests are and the fast turnaround so that people can be treated, or in the case of the pandemic, can go back to their normal working lives if they have a negative test. So to be able to do this course, you would need grade 5 in 2 sciences. That could be double sciences or separate sciences, it doesn't matter. And to be able to cope with the mathematical element of the course, you will also need a grade 5 in maths. The assessment is a mixture of coursework and exams. So in year 1, you will have one external 2-hour exam on unit 1. And you will also have 2 internally marked controlled assessments for units 2 and 3. This will give you the certificate. And then when you progress on to do the second year for the diploma, you will have one internally marked control assessment for unit 4 and one externally marked control assessment for unit 5. And then finally, an external 90-minute exam on unit 6, which is based on the case study that you will have been studying. So that should give you some information about the course, and hopefully you'll be able to use that information to decide if that's a course you are interested in, and it would give you the qualifications you need to go on to do the careers that you're interested in. So if you've got any questions about this course, you can email me libby.smith@hsdc.ac.uk, and I missed out at alton.hsdc, so I can answer any of those questions that you have about this course. Looking forward to meeting you in next September, or possibly at one of our open evenings, fingers crossed that we'll have some real live open evenings nearer the time.
Hello, I'm Barbara Cox, course lead for Level 3 Engineering here at HSDC Alton. Welcome to Level 3 Engineering in our purpose-built Sonodyne Centre. Here you can study a full-time Level 3 course or a 1A level equivalent course alongside 2 other subjects. Both courses combine electrical, mechanical and electronic engineering together with maths and design aspects as a general part. Both courses also have a variety of assessment methods, from assignments to controlled assessments to a single exam. Students leave here to various destinations, to go to study at university, to do degree apprenticeships, or maybe straight into industry as a technician. We support our students here for the application of scholarships run by the college. We also support and allow our students to enter the World Skills competitions. We've had great success here at regional, national and international level, highlighted by Tom Andrews representing the UK in Russia, winning a Medallion of Excellence for his efforts. I also teach electronics in the department. Here we have the opportunity to not only learn the theory, but to learn the practical. Learn how to build, test and repair circuits. We learn how to program controllers, and we also learn how to use industry relevant and industry standard software to simulate and test the same circuit. Work experience gives an opportunity for our learners to get valuable experience and put all the skills they're learning in college to practice. The work placement scheme is part of the course, and our learners gain a great deal from this and thoroughly enjoy it. They also quite often get the opportunity and offers of employment and apprenticeships from those placements. So it's a really good scheme that we're involved with. In the department, we've got teachers with vast industry experience as well as our vast educational academic experience. I'll now say goodbye and pass you over to some of the teachers in the department, just so they can tell you about what they do here too. Thank you, and I look forward to seeing you in September.
Hi, I'm Steve Baldwin, one of the engineering teachers here at HSDC Alton campus. Whilst doing the Level 3 course in engineering, you will be completing various tasks on the manual lathes. You will also be introduced to the manual milling machine with various training and making various components, culminating in a combination of using both the CNC milling machines and the CNC lathe. Not only do we have a very comprehensive engineering machine shop where you'll produce various components throughout the year, we also have a very comprehensive welding bay with 3 types of electric welding here, with also a suite of gas welding and brazing benches, CNC plasma cutting facilities. Along with the welding bays and booths, we also have brazing, forging facilities, and not to mention our casting facilities as well, so we can cast aluminium and the brass alloys.
Hi, I'm Malcolm Buchanan. I'm one of the engineering teachers in Alton. We're going to be in the workshop doing a fabrication unit where you'll be making this toolbox, so you'll be using lots of practical skills. We also do another unit, Unit 2, which is working safely as a team, so you're going to be in a team, and what we're going to do there is we're going to manufacture a toolbox tray to go with your toolbox.
Hi, I'm Ruth and I teach the Engineering Principles unit. This unit covers the theoretical aspects of engineering and builds on some of the maths and physics that you will have learnt in school. Everyone studying a Level 3 engineering course will take this unit, which culminates in an exam at the end of your first year. We start off with some different areas of maths that you can use to apply to some real-world problems, like algebra, graph drawing and quadratic equations. Then we go on to look at forces and stress and strain, then at the mathematics of how things move, how we can use mechanical advantage to lift heavy loads, and how fluids behave and flow, before finally looking at electricity and magnetism and applications to electronics and phasors. The lessons are 2.5 hours long, with a break in the middle, and involve listening, thinking, and applying your skills to a series of engineering problems based on a different topic each week. You will be strongly encouraged to start thinking about problems from an engineering viewpoint so that you can properly understand what the problem is and how it can or should be resolved. This is an intense but very interesting unit to complete, and it will give you a grounding in engineering theory that will be beneficial to anyone who is interested in studying engineering at a higher level. I hope to see you next year. Thanks for listening.